How's it going, people? How's it going? People. How's it going over there? I don't know. I'm just typing some things. You've been learning C hashtag while doing a GAM server. All right. Well, you know, GAM servers are something you can do. That is for sure. And you could learn C hashtag that way. That is the case. That is the case. Poor EU timing. I know. Didn't you hear? There's going to be a war between the US and Europe now. Didn't you hear about that? Update Shadowcaster AABB. So what I'm doing right now, we have these things for, you know, the levels can be divided into different vertical layers. Each one of those is one of these drawable sets. And it used to just have one array of every entity in that layer. But we want to have a fast path for inanimates and decals. See? So we're factoring them apart in this way. And then the general entities will go through a slower, more annoying rendering code. But the inanimates and the decals will go through faster rendering code. And there's a lot of inanimates. So this should be a real good improvement in general in the game when it comes to rendering things. Is the webcam going to make it come back? I don't know. What do AABBs have to do with shadows? I think if you learn some basic shadow casting algorithms, you will know the answer to that question. It's like very fundamental to how they work often. Especially something like cascaded shadow maps, which is what we are doing. All right. I'm going to put this in the to-do. Okay. We're just changing. So anytime you do something like this, again, it's a fundamental trick of good programming languages is you just change the name. Like I could have kept this array to mean everything that wasn't a specialized fast path variable, but then I might not revisit all the relevant code. So I've changed the name of the variable completely. There's no such thing called array on this data structure anymore. And now I go do everything that it tells me to do. And it's just telling me all the things. It's like if you have an LLM, whoops. It's like if you have an LLM programming for you, except it's your normal compiler and it doesn't get anything wrong. Type given pointer to entity. Left type. Oh, yeah. This is just that. All right. Okay, so now we're in array is not a member of drawable set. Render frame 2002. Cull. Okay, so this is a problem. I mean, maybe not. We're just going to try blasting it out this way. Or let's look at the culling code. Where, I forget the name of the file. Because we might instead just want to pass them all into one call. Let's see. Call entities. Yeah, like a lot of these. I mean, oh, you know what? We don't want to. And the reason we don't want to is because part of the reason I'm doing this is because these are going to get called on the GPU anyway. So we really just want to do this on the CPU probably. All right. All right. All right, viz general, viz inanimates, viz decals, call for one view. Oh my God, there's so many. Whoops, viz general, viz inanimates, viz decals. So I want to go make sure I don't forget this. So we're just going to copy pasta all that. Whoops. All right. And now we got to do all these. Call for one view. Call for one view. Visibility. Cube shadow map. Call data equals VP. I'm just putting these arguments up here. Right? Here. Visibility shadow map again. Call data. Visibility reflection, do sky equals true. Okay. Although this do sky we don't need that code in these other two overloads. So we're not going to put it in. All right, so call for one view, frame, comma, call data. All right, easy clap. Call for one view, frame, frustum, do sky is true. All right. Editor transparent. I don't know, man. Okay, how much of a disaster is that? Well, we're still getting errors from the old thing. All right, 242. When you lock the targets, to you obey. Okay. Do I have a 0 array? Array 0. Array 0. A.count, A.data. Oh, we could do this. Oh, you know what? We actually don't clear the data. All right, so we just want these. General entities, inanimates, and decals. 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 Oops, wrong window. Okay, set.array 725 render frame. Visibility start. Oh boy. What does that mean? For all the entities, let's call it that. And again, this is going to go away. So we're going to go inanimates, decals. All right. $726. Don't need it. Don't need it. Viz 843. Okay, so now see, these are all usually followed by render one view. So maybe we just pass all three of these. Let's see. Render one view. So do we use viz below? No, right? Oh, yes, we do. Okay. Oh boy, this is going to be a little confusing. Wait, instead of having 3 vises, maybe I just put everything on 1 viz. So we have entries. Oh, we already have these. So you know what? I could back out a bunch of these things I did. Oops. And then change it to, because we already have a decals array. Although we don't really want. I don't really want this like that. Maybe it's fine. We could do this either way. How do you know which objects not to call behind the camera frustum? Because they are the objects that are visible. You don't want to call those. There's a lot of nagging and complaining about LLMs instead of solving problems in most of the dev streams. I mean, that's how everything has been for all of life, though, right? So, like, people just gravitate toward the easy thing. There's 2 things. People gravitate toward the so-called content that's easier to make, right? But they also gravitate toward what there's an audience for. And if I'm going to be very blunt, there's a much bigger audience for React content than there is for solving interesting problems. That's just true. Because not that many people are even in a place to understand why a particular problem is interesting, or, they don't have the attention span to follow it or whatever, right? So that's why you get what you get. The people get what they deserve, right? So I appreciate that you're here watching us work on an interesting problem. But that is not the majority. You will note that the software and game development channel on Twitch is not a very big channel generally, right? There's like 500,000 people watching Marvel Rivals right now, probably. Actually, I have no idea because I feel like Twitch is a lot smaller than it used to be. Right? So back in the day, you would get 700K, a million people watching PUBG or whatever, or Fortnite in the early days. I kind of don't feel like it's that big anymore. All right, I'm gonna make some tea. Basically, we're gonna be streaming till about 7:30, At which time I will go out dancing, and then I'll come back and maybe if this isn't done, I'll keep working on it. Because our goal, we're getting things set up for another programmer on the team to be able to use what we do here. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so here, I think, we need to change the arguments to call, but all we need to do is pass in a visibility out. All right, so I'm going to painfully... Okay, you know what? We're not. I thought we were going to be in the right place just to do a thing, but we're not. So we're going to have to do... We're going to have to replace all our culls. We're going to do it this way. Oh, wait. No. We don't need to change. Okay. Well, we are just going to return one thing from this again. This is how I program sometimes, is I think I know what's going to happen. And then I'm like, well, why is this a macro? I guess it's because we need to pass the scope. Okay. Anyway. So we're going to call cull. We're going to pass the drawable set. We're going to pass this again. We're going to pass the viz is the first argument. The old C trick. Wait. No. Hold on. I'm doing it wrong. We're going to do this, actually. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to keep everything else. We're going to return viz like that. And now we're going to have to change all our calling sites again. But that's fine. But first, let me go get the tea water warming up and all that stuff. Just chatting is near 500K. Yeah, I guess Twitch is a porn site now, right? Is that the deal? I mean, we could do a hot tub stream. We've talked about it. Back in a second. Water is boiling. Water is boiling. Okay. Remember such classic films as Hot Tub Time Machine? Like, if they release that movie today, they could do some awesome, like, influencer marketing on the Twitch Hot Tub channel. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be pretty great. Call for one view. Too many arguments. Oh yeah, because we never edited that. All right. Add to viz output. What the fuck is out? Oh. Yeah. We just put viz. Okay. All right. I think my water's boiled. Let me go back and check on it. Okay. Sleep streams. What if we have a sleeping in the hot tub stream? Wait. All right. Whoa, all right. So the thing is, we're not actually doing anything useful yet. Because in this final cull phase here, we're just putting everything all back together in the same array. So, you know, there's that. Remember when we fixed this? Replay right here? I do. It used to break right here. Doesn't no more. All right. So, that's great. We can see all the things. So now in Viz, well, I guess we'll check in. How do you do quality of implementation in your compiler? I don't know what that means. You've capitalized that as though that's a term. But what I will say is, yes, it is important for any software that you make that you want to be good, that you take steps to ensure it is of the highest quality. That is definitely true. How do you do that? By having taste and knowing what's good. Like, there's not a button you can push that's called the make things higher quality button, as far as I know. If I knew what that button was, I would push it right now. Did I do a Benny test? No. Have I tried rad debugger? No. Oh, after the fix to testing suite? No, I haven't yet. I really should. I'll probably kick one off before I go out tonight. There was a weird crash that I want to fix. I just did an update so I could commit, and now we're sitting here waiting on some data to come. There we go. All right. Okay. Always implement quality. I mean, yeah. You don't want to be one of these people who didn't implement quality, do you? That sounds terrible. Why would you not implement quality? All right, step 1 of factoring out inanimates and decals for culling purposes. Motherfucker. It takes like 2 minutes. I left the to-do file in the check-in accidentally. Now I'm waiting for it again. Because everyone makes slow software. Slow ass software. Okay. Now I have hot tea. We're going to uncheck the to-do. We're going to commit. That is checked in. All right. Next. What music are we dancing to tonight? I don't know. Something that's not good, probably. That's almost 100% of music here. It's fine. Just implement quality, man. I know. How hard could it be? Just implement quality. Right? All right. Okay. Yeah, we used to download more RAM in the old days. I don't see the problem. All right. Okay, so collect primitive events. So I just want to pass in the entries, I guess. Collect primitive events. Instead of naming this right here, I'm just going to go you know, actually, you know, most of this is junk. So yeah. Oh, well, it's not junk. It's like general cruft code. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go, oh, is there any other use of viz in here? Viz. Nope. So instead of passing viz, we're going to go all right. I'm just going to say for entries. We're going to say collect primitive events viz.general entities. And down here, we're going to say collect primitive events inanimates. All right. Inanimates. All right. So we just got rid of do sky. So let's get rid of that. So there's no mirages for this. There's no emitters. The reason we're doing this is so we could have a much tighter loop for these guys. And actually, eventually, it'll be on the GPU. Can't be a guy. Can't have outlines. Can't be a gate. See, we're getting around, like, there's just all this crufty code. Can't be transmuted. Whoops, I deleted one too many lines. Can't be transmuted. So the editor stuff, I guess, can't be mirrored. I don't think. Can't be beam affected. Can't be a guy. I don't think you can tag it renders late. Can't have an animation player. The fuck is that? Oh, that was it. Overhang index. Right. Blah. Blah. Okay. So we're going to have this code directed by the caller to filter entity inanimates. All right, so we're going to do this, going to do that. From this one, we're going to cut this and get a little bit of a save. Here we're going to go here. It's not any of those things. Okay. Overhang index. It's not a viewer. It is an inanimate. Okay. If we're in an editing mode, it's not a wall. It's not a wall. All right. still more code than I wish. But a lot less. Just going to make sure people that I know that I wrote this comment and I am displeased by this. Okay. So aside from this, this is kind of the code you would mostly expect. Like, I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's fine. All right. So, viz.entries. The fuck is this? So we're like doing a checkpoint flash on gameplay entities. Great. All right, draw. Entry IDX. I hate the abbreviation IDX, dude. IDX. Fucking hate it. You can always tell I didn't write the code when it says IDX. Let's just call it I. All right, so like why, what is even like, come on, man. All right, so all right. There's probably a bunch more equivalent things we got to fix. Same thing. All right, there's one more here that we saw as we were searching forward. So, here we go. Wait, wrong one. I forgot what file we were in now. Whatever, we'll do this one. Viz entries count. View primitive events scope. I don't even know what that does. I think this is just for GPU profiling. Num entities. All right. All right. Oh yeah, this was the thing. Okay, entry. Oh, we already did this. All right. Oops. This comment really should be here. Okay. You recently started graphics programming, so you're a bit illiterate. Source Engine's coordinate system is right. You're trying to understand where should I rotate the coordinate space to match arbitrary axis. What? That question doesn't even make any sense. Where should you rotate the coordinate space to match arbitrary axis? Like, what? You got to be much more specific about what you're trying to do. Much more specific. But it sounds like, okay, if you look up on the web, there's a thing called a change of basis matrix, right? It sounds like that's what you're asking about. Is how do I compute the change of basis matrix that will take me to Source Engine or something? And that is a very well-defined thing that you can look up how to do and then just do it. Just search for that change of basis transform or change of basis matrix. Okay, wait. I just closed that window because the audio was getting in front, but I mean, it's drawing. I mean, really, this level, let's make a nasty gram in this level. Okay, we're just gonna save that. Just making sure that at some point somebody comes along and presses the quality button on that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So. Wait, what the fuck? Dude! Motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna verify this with someone else on the team. Like offsets times offsets. That would be one reason why we're slow. All right, let's validate this, because you know what? Hunting this down. Oops. As long as we compile, hunting this down is very important. So let's do a thing. We're going to go down here and then count. What is count? Okay. All right. T-print. I should just make short game report be a T-print. Someone didn't implement quality that day. Well, maybe they implemented too much quality. Have you thought about that? Have you considered there's two, 0 with a little new line bullet. That doesn't seem right. How is there? There's decals on this level. I can't see a goddamn thing though. What the fuck? What are these? Maybe I broke decal rendering. Yeah, I think I broke decal rendering all of a sudden. So that's a good thing that we're looking into this because we don't want to break it. No, we don't want to break it. We don't want to break it anymore. Hey man, you got to put up with programmer singing if you come to this channel, all right? All right? Or you could just have the volume turned off. Oh wait. This is the wrong one. Decals count 0. Why? Why is decals count 0? See, now I went to the opposite end of the problem. I was like, I don't want to draw out so many decals, so now there's literally 0. Okay, this is going to be because, well, I mean, we do all these different passes, right? But you would see some non-zeros. Okay, viz. What? Why you no likey viz? Come here. Okay. Viz, cull for one view. Decal 0. That's not good. Maybe it's resetting. for some reason. Oh, but this is the reflection, so there's no decals. In this particular pass. So let's go again. Where are we now? Call for one view, frustum, do sky. Decals still 0. Okay, why? Render one view. VP layers viz. The inanimates are definitely there. All right, I'll just go here. So, entities. What is the entities? We're in cull. Okay, so general entities, then inanimates. So what about frame drawable set? What about decals? 24. Okay. Problem is these are all frickin' macros, so it's going to be impossible to debug. But we don't really reset anything here. But I don't see the code. Okay, if, oh, wait, if do sky, what? That's not good. Okay. Why is that in do sky? I guess because that's like it's a main view or something. All right. We'll just pass this anyway. Because that might break something regardless. All right. Waffles enjoyer. Wait, have you been to the waffle party? How, look, Severance has certainly gone downhill this year. But the question is, there's the, see the decal moving? There we go. The question is, are they going to pull it out and have something even better than the waffle party? Like, how do you top the waffle party for a season finale? The waffle party was the best thing on TV. Okay, decals are back. But now, if I go here and I go to settings, grid, wait. Grid wrapping. Decals count 216. That's too many decals. Let's make sure that these numbers come out the way that I saw. Okay. So down here, so this decal's number, I believe, will be inflated already. All right, so all right. This is the kind of thing that just makes its way into video game. Probably all software that you use, right? It's like we're drawing every decal a bunch of times now. Okay. 24 decals times 1 offset. 24. It's the highest number of decals that you could have because 24 is the highest number, as you know. So there's 24 decals in the level. We're going to make it wrapping again. Okay, that's not doing what I expected. This is actually coming out to the correct number. But I'm not sure why. Wait, we're culling. Yeah, this like doesn't really make sense exactly. Okay, so now what I don't understand then is this like deduplicate? What? Okay, hold on. Visible decals. What is that? We're sorting top to bottom. Visibility.decals.count. Oh, because we add each thing to this one time. To the decals array. Oh, shit. So we're adding... See, we're doing this per offset, I thought. Okay, hold on. No, it's because this is calling. Wait, if I zoom out... So I could see all the decals right now. Approximately. Yeah, I just don't understand what's happening here. It's like not... So there should never be more than 216, so it's definitely drawing some more than once. But like, I don't know why. All right, here's what we're going to do. we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna take the W. There is a problem with decals I am about to try to address. All right. So let's just try taking this loop out. Like it's weird that it's generating some extras, but not as many as I would have thought. But that's fine. Like we're probably going to get rid of all the CPU code for decals completely, I would guess, but yeah, okay. Visible decals. Like why do we do this and then make a decal info? Like that doesn't make any sense. Let's just make it less insane. Now the problem is we need to change all the things that I spotted. All right. We don't want to do that. And then viz decal storage. This is the code that we were looking at. All right. So okay, so we're not going to do this at all. We're going to go there. All right. So we're just going to sort those in place on this visibility. Okay. For viz.decals. And then the offset is wrapping offset. Okay. Okay. And then we'll put this back for a bit. I'm sure there's going to be compile errors probably. There we go. We were waiting for that. Viz.decals. There's no viz? What? Visibility. I bet I missed some more vizzes. Viz quick sort. Type mismatch between the arguments. Type wanted entry. Oh, wait. Oh. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. Visible decals dot count 4013. Actually, this print is going to be totally nonsensical, but it's fine. Output position is not a member of entry. Oh. Like, all right, that's fine. All right. Let's see. Now it shouldn't multiply. Our print statement should be wrong, and it shouldn't multiply by the number of offsets at all. Okay. Decals 24. Again, it is the highest number of decals possible in the entire universe. All right. Yeah. So it's not multiplying anymore because I didn't update that, but we are now maxing out at 216, which is the number of digits in the name of God in the movie. What the fuck was that movie called? Pi, by Darren Aronofsky, when he was a promising young director and before he made Noah. Okay. So that's pretty good. We still see the decals here, right? We're gonna, uh-oh. I don't see the mesh handles for the decals, though. Why don't I see the mesh handles for the decals? Is this because of the output position thing? Editor mode. Editor mode. Okay. Oh, there is a decal, and I'm seeing it in wireframe. I'm just not seeing the mesh handle normally. What the fuck are all these? Fog volumes, I see. Okay. Let's change back this last thing that I did here just in case that matters. I don't think it will. Hanging out with Hodorowski hasn't worked out well for any directors. What other I didn't know he hung out with Hodorowski. What other directors hang out with Hodorowski? Why don't we see mesh handles for the decals? Nicholas Winding. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is. Once, many years ago, Edmund McMillan, designer, implementer of Super Meat Boy, The Binding of Isaac, and others, told me he really liked Hodorowski. So I was like, all right, I'll watch some Hodorowski movies just to get educated. And I watched them, and I guess it expanded my edumacation, although I can't say they're my favorite movies. But also, then I also watched Hodorowski's Dune, which is a movie about how he wanted to do Dune and had a couple of meetings and it didn't work out. And they had some concept art. Like one concept art image. And like somehow somebody likes Hodorowski so much that they made a whole movie about how awesome it would be if they had let him make Dune instead of David Lynch, right? And it's just like, come on, guys. it would have been a Zardoz-like disaster. Dude, when I was a kid, I really liked Zardoz. I don't know how I'd react to it now. But dude, John Borman is the man, all right? Don't be saying shit about John Borman. Also, the girl in Zardoz is like super hot, all right? Just leave it at that. That's all you need. You need a female lead who's super hot and a male lead soon to play James Bond who is dressed up in like a weird red man bikini with a bandolier full of bullets. That's all you need. You guys know what, here, let's show you what we're talking about. Those who are not, I mean, everyone's seen the shot of Sean Connery in Zardoz, right? Here we go. This is Sean Connery's greatest role. Come on, we just want to see the image. That's Sean Connery's greatest role. Terrible trigger discipline. Also, there's a flying head. There's a giant flying stone head that's obviously a miniature. Okay. There's that. There's her. She's super hot. There's a bunch of hippie stuff. There's this guy. He looks like he's from a Jodorowsky movie, doesn't he? Doesn't he? He's straight out of a Jodorowsky movie, bro. And a bunch of hippies. Bunch of hippies. And that's about it. That's the whole movie, basically, if I'm being honest. Okay. Is that Charlotte Rampling? It is Charlotte Rampling. People thought he would be too expensive. Wait, was that after James Bond? Let's be educational. February 6, 1974. Oh, wait, these are 1960s. All right, so yeah, he was famous already at that time. Now, Sean Connery's greatest movie is the smash hit epic wonder of all times, Highlander 2: The Quickening, which is pretty much the worst sequel to any movie ever made. Like Highlander 1, a lot of people liked, although I imagine today I would consider it a pretty mediocre movie, but like when I was in college, I thought it was a good movie. And Highlander 2, the sequel, came out while I was in college. And it was like, oh my God, a sequel to one of my favorite movies. And it was so awful. It's unbelievably bad. Even worse than Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, all right? It was so bad. It was so bad. Just talk about Highlander 3. I don't think I ever saw Highlander 3. What happened in Highlander 3? Somehow they did a fourth and fifth movie. Those must have been straight to video, right? I never even heard of Highlander 4 and 5. Wasn't Highlander 2 messed up because of the crash in Argentina and they ran out of money? I don't know about that, but having a good script is very cheap. And the script of that movie is horrendous. It is monumentally awful. Monumentally awful. Okay, why are we not seeing texture handles for decals? What did I break? You know what? I broke my cardinal rule and I kept the array called decals, so I just want to make sure. I mean, it looks fine, actually. So why did that break before this most recent change or not? Definitely we were seeing handles earlier on the stream tonight. Remember when I broke decals completely and 0 were coming out? We had handles at that time. Let's do the trick where we just revert to the build. Highlander 2 is bad, but Highlander 3 is bad track. Wait, you're telling me Highlander 3 is worse than Highlander 2? Is that what you are saying? Because that would be straight up nuts. Straight up nuts. All right. So we're going to copy draw and visibility. Remember these two files. Draw and visibility. We have copied them. We're now going to revert to Williams. Roberta Williams, baby. Boom, boom. No, I canceled. Bro, don't cancel. Okay, we're clicking OK. All right, now we're going to compile again. And we're going to see if it's fixed or not. Revert a flag. Monday, Tuesday, Friday. That's Rebecca Black, but whatever. Okay. So the question is, why do we see these now and we did not see them after our change? What happened? Well, we had two files. There are two lights. So we changed. The problem is we can't really do the files independently. Nope, I don't remember what it's called. Editor UI decal, not snap to grid. So when we look at the mesh slot on a decal, it is that. Okay, so this is a... Oh, no, I know what the problem is. The problem is that we are no longer adding it to the general entities if we are in the editor. Okay? Okay. That is, okay, I get it. So let's go back here. Draw, see, you just, it's the Feynman method. You write down the problem, you think about it really hard, and you write down the solution. It's the Feynman method of programming. So without even running the debugger, you know, all those people who say you spend most of your time programming debugging, it's like 90%. I mean, that's true for beginner programmers, but that amount of time goes down as you get more experienced. It should be quite low, hopefully, if you're good. All right, so we're going to go back here. We're going to go here. So what was the editor stuff variable? Wasn't there like an editor stuff in this file? Maybe it was in render frame. FT editor. Where was the editor stuff? There was something in one of these files that we're working on, all right? I remember it. Should draw editor things. It's editor things, not stuff. Should draw editor things. Okay, so that okay, you know what? We can just do it here. Wait, this is the wrong place. This is the wrong place. What is layers? Where's, I don't know what layers is on. All right. What a butt pain. Like this all should pretty obviously be wrapped up into one function. Layers, render layers. All right. So viz dot general entities dot dot viz dot decals. Hold on. Or I don't know why this is here, by the way. It's being called here. Okay, so if we're not in an editing mode, and it's not a decal, whatever, but if it is a decal, I guess go away anyway. All right, so all right, we're gonna have some compile errors. Oh, whoa. Layers. Wait, what? No, I literally saved the file. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong. All right. These are all going to have a layers, hopefully. Yep. Literally all of them. Layers. That shouldn't be a pointer, bro. VP. Oops. God damn it. There's just too much shit. You know what? All right. So we just want this to work. And then, assuming it works, we can... Hey, it works. And then if we go into the settings, grid, all right, and then we boom. See, you get the decal handles everywhere. Everywhere. Whoops, no. Everywhere. Okay. Everywhere. Let's get rid of this. Where's that? It's about time for me to go. But this has been good. So we've basically got our fast path. You know what? If we want the decal mesh, oh, you know what? I think I had to click. That's what I want to make sure works is clicking the mesh handle, right? Boop. Yeah. Yep. So that's what we wanted there. There's, yeah, I mean, it's fine. All right. So this was not needed anyway, which you often find. So let's explain. If we're in the editor, we want decals to render as handle meshes in addition to their normal visual function. I don't know how to say that. So part of what's happening is the general entities draw function then filters things out. Okay, so we have now this much of a fast path for inanimates, which is not as slim as we would like, but you know, we can work on that. This also like doesn't have to be here. Okay. And so the thing is, though, so this filter is fine. And then this is a little more of a fast path too. But this add draw events is going to be a lot of stuff, right? It's got more checking all the types of the entities. Are we using the clipping plane, which is not a thing? It's not a rover, right? So we're also going to have this. And again, all of this is going to get also completely factored out later, but you know, it is what it is. Use clipping plane. That's going to be a false. That's not going to be there. That's probably not. Yeah, we'll be able to do the same thing where we copy this and just chop a bunch out. But we're going to take the W and I'm going to start the Benny test and then I'm going to go out for a bit. And you know what? We'll raid somebody because I can't let you kids on your own. You might get ambushed by a furry if that happens. So we need to put you in the custody of a responsible adult not wearing a Disney costume, which can be hard to find on twitch.tv in the year 2025.
No, but I think that.
I mean, case in point, this is the whoops. This is the thing it came up on.
That would cause too many problems.
You know, how do I even pause this? I'm trying to pause. It's forcing me to watch this. I can't even see, like, oh, it's up here now? Like, close? Oh my God. Like, I couldn't even scroll. It was giving me like 1 inch of the screen to actually see the viewers. All right. Look at that. That's another furry you got to avoid right there. There were some furries walking around in Boulder, Colorado today, like literal furries. I was trying to eat some pizza and they came into the pizza place to like let their heads get less sweaty for a second or something. And then they went back outside and there was a dude walking by in a full furry costume just looking for kids to abduct. It was really sad. All right. I don't see much going on here, if I'm being honest. Does anyone see anything? I mean, this guy could be making a game, but he has Panda in his name.
Some of the monotony
And he's talking in a panda voice.
is by changing the shape of the outline.
God, how do I stop? Stop. Stop. Okay, we cannot do that. No one cared who I was till I put on the mask. Also, he was just drawing a map in Photoshop. That's not game development. What what am I supposed to do here? How am I supposed to cope with this? Like, what the fuck? Just pick the Unreal dude. Who's the Unreal dude? I mean, this could be game development, right?
T1.
All right, this guy's doing npctrader.godot script. So we're going to go there. He's probably super woke and has a Blue Sky account. But this is what it is. All right, thanks everybody. See you later.